to minors. No, wait, Air Force. No, actually, you got dishonorably discharged for being inappropriate with one of your superiors. Hey, buddy. When I exposed you earlier today for flashing yourself, your erect, naked penis to multiple minors at the gym, I didn't think you would respond by just turning your stitches off on Instagram. I thought you would just, maybe do the world a favor and, press Control-Alt-Delete, you know? So since I dove deeper into this guy, there is more details about his case. It's not just him flashing a 15-year-old. It gets so much worse. So I thought I would share that with you guys today because how this man is on the internet still, I have no idea. Earlier, I exposed how he followed a 15-year-old girl into the change rooms at a gym and stood there stark naked, flashing his penis to her. But he also lured a 19-year-old worker who worked at the gym into the bathroom where he could stand there with his fully erect Willy the One-Eyed Wonder Wiener staring at her. And then when she was grossed out, he proceeded to try to get her to bring other people into the change room. What makes this inherently more predatory than it already is and extra disgusting is the fact that he was registered under a false name and he had an out-of-state membership, meaning that he signed up for this gym and then went on little road trips cross-country to flash his penis to minors. What's very weird to me is that this guy has 275,000 followers on Instagram. He's just thriving. But yet you have very normal people, men's rights advocates, feminists, even people just doing regular shit like making food, constantly losing their account. Yet this creepy ass motherfucker who can't figure out why nobody will accept him, even though it's pretty obvious that everybody had a bad feeling about him for good fucking reason now. Weird. Very weird to me. So Instagram, what are you doing? Meta, what are you doing? We're allowing this? Is this every time he sits in his car now, I just can't help but think are you on your way to the gym? Are you on your way to do some creepy shit to some little girls? This guy's incredibly predatory and you guys need to report him now.
it's so funny because so many people fell for Logan Paul's retiring from wrestling, and
you Americans are hilarious. You think the government actually cares about you? They just got caught red-handed.
All right, folks, we are back, and as you see this video, 1 day away from Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. I know it's not for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, as you guys continue to remind me in the comments, but when Daniel Dubois has a heavyweight belt that he didn't beat Alexander Usyk or Tyson Fury for, I still consider this for the undisputed heavyweight world championship. So sue me. Just kidding. Don't do that. And Fight Camp don't have the funds to fight you on it, but this is the fight we've all been waiting for, the rematch between Usyk and Fury. So make sure you're here for the watch party on Saturday because it's going to be a bang. We start 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. But the reason isn't just because of these baby blues and this pristine, mean grin that I got right now. It's because this fight is giving me the grin. It's giving me a reason to pep up, even in Fight Camp where I don't have a lot of energy. And I don't need a Celsius to get ready for this one because I can't wait for this fight. I think there's so many things that can change, so many things that will change, a ton of different scenarios that we're going to break down, and I'm going to give you my final prediction. But before I do, I want to make sure you guys can get on the action thanks to the sponsor of today's video, DraftKings. That's right, guys. DraftKings is the place to be. Time. Who wins the rematch? I think a lot of it is based off what happened in the first fight and also what didn't happen that first time around. The breakdown. Let's go. Let's talk about what happened in this first fight. Tyson Fury, the bigger, taller, rangier man, decided he was going to take the back foot and fight off his back foot versus the shorter, smaller man in Alexander Usyk, which I thought was a mistake. But then again, I'm not Tyson Fury. And just in the limited time I've been able to prepare for boxing, I can appreciate more what makes Alexander Usyk so great and why I thought he started this fight really well. Watch his lead hand as he's on his front foot, as he's the aggressor. He's walking guys down, and he's putting that lead hand in your face, and he's swiping it around. He's touch, just a bang, throw the right, well, his left hand, and touch again, and it's so frantic and difficult to prepare for as somebody who is standing in front of that. I have a feeling that Tyson Fury did not necessarily plan for Usyk to be as good with his lead hand and is off of center line with his head as he was, which is why I think Usyk, who doesn't really start fights as fast as other fighters, and even at heavyweight or in his time at cruiserweight, takes him a little while to get going. He started the fight out very quick and brought it right to Tyson Fury. Won the first couple of rounds, in my opinion. Tyson Fury did come back and win either rounds 3 through 6 or 4 through 6, depending on how you looked at it. Regardless, this was a battle of conflicting styles where the bigger, taller, longer fighter was fighting off the back foot, not necessarily utilizing his range as much with his jab to begin the fight. And Usyk, again, walking him down, hitting him with big shots to the body upstairs. Really, I thought, outclassing Tyson up until the mid portion of this fight, round 3, 4, again, however you look at it, where Tyson started to find the weakness in what Alexander Usyk brings, which is southpaw style versus an orthodox with a longer reach. Tyson gets his uppercut and still remain relatively safe as long as he's at jab range. Go back and watch Tyson landed his uppercut. Look at the range at which he lands it at. It's frame, jab, frame, keeping that jab. And then as soon as Usyk attacks, whether it's with that lead hand, his leaping hook, or the big overhand left, whatever it is, he ducks that head underneath his shots to protect him, obviously, from straights and overhands from Tyson. Doesn't protect him from the uppercut. And in that orthodox southpaw matchup, you get that opening for the uppercut almost every single time if a guy is ducking his head into range, just like southpaws have it versus orthodox guys. If the orthodox guy is big with his overhand or he's big with his hook and his head is right there underneath it, it's a perfect setup to level change, bang the uppercut underneath. And Tyson Fury started to look for that as well as go to the body. Something that, again, surprised me that Tyson didn't do earlier. Around the 4th and 6th round, he started to see Tyson work to the body a bit, really starting to eat up the ribs of Alexander Usyk, who we know in the past has had some issues dealing with some body shots. I don't care what you guys say to this day, Deontay Wilder reference, I still think Daniel Dubois hurt Usyk to the body and got robbed of at least a knockdown, depending on how things could have gone after that, who knows? But we've seen that issue with Usyk before, and Tyson was looking to pepper those ribs. It really got him back into the swing after I thought Usyk started the fight really well. Was Tyson looking to work the body and then bring the variety, the body shots, pumping the jab out, then back to the body shots, uppercut. He started to have Usyk on a little bit of confusion mode, right? Trying to figure out what was happening on that side. And also, not only having to deal with the size and the reach of Usyk, but after dealing with the body shots and then having to protect because Tyson was starting to become dangerous, not only to the body, but upstairs as well. The right hands, the uppercut was just missing round after round. Usyk had to go more high guard, wasn't really able to get that lead hand out and touch, and get Tyson to react to things so he could set up his attack. This is why Tyson had so much more success in rounds 4 to 7, maybe 8, because he was able to stop a little bit of the forward aggression of Alexander Usyk. I think this is the key to fight number 2, is not having Usyk control the pace of the fight. I know it sounds simple, but it's so crucial for Tyson Fury. If he's on his back foot again in this fight and the rabbit is turning the gun on Elmer Fudd, like, it's not going to go well for Tyson. He's not going to be able to keep his range. He's not going to be able to, again, stay and then look for things off of it. It's going to be one shot at a time clinch, or on the back foot grabbing the ropes, dancing around. I better not see any of that from Tyson Fury, because again, all it was wasted time, wasted energy, and he wasn't able to get any sort of game plan going until he started being aggressive on the front foot, working the body, and making Usyk protect himself versus Usyk's offensive aggression on the front foot. The biggest part of this, and the biggest shot that we see from Tyson Fury during the fight, is finally, I think it was round 6, boom, uppercut, rocks Usyk, had him on skates. Tyson again tried to follow up and get Usyk to the ground, couldn't do so. But you saw what would happen if Tyson could turn the tide and change the way this fight was being fought. The entirety of the setup for the uppercut was off the back foot, but in my opinion, the best way for him to set it up in the second fight is for Tyson to work forward off his jab and make Usyk walk onto it as a counter to what Tyson's doing, not allowing Usyk to eat up his range and throwing the uppercut or throwing the big overhand or the jab or whatever as a means to stop the pressure, but using it as a way to counter as Usyk is trying to stop Tyson's pressure. That's what I think the big difference in this fight could be, if you're in the corner of Tyson Fury and you want to right the wrongs of the last time. And obviously you saw the big change in the fight for what Tyson was doing well. And let's not forget, Tyson was starting to, take this fight and run away with it in the middle part of those rounds. I think you can give him 4 through 7, 4 through 8, depending on how you want to look at it. Usyk was really struggling with Tyson stopping that forward momentum and starting to implement some body shots and then variety upstairs, all the things we talked about, until Tyson got put on the back foot. Again, the place that's the danger zone for Tyson Fury is when he relies strictly on his height and his reach to keep him safe, and his hand placement isn't great defensively after throwing punches and leaving them out, versus a sharp counter puncher and someone that can follow up with combinations like Usyk does. Right hook, overhand left, and Tyson was seeing stars. I don't know how he survived round 9. I don't know how, honestly. Maybe the fight should have been called. At least there should have been a couple times before he got the standing 8 where he should have been given the standing 8, because he was bouncing around the ropes like a pinball. Like, he couldn't even keep his feet under him for the life of him. If the ropes aren't there, Tyson falls 10 times out of 10. But it was also a testament to Usyk getting back to his game plan, the thing that won him rounds early on, the thing that was giving Tyson real trouble, and the accumulation of the work that Usyk put in early on. The body shots, the variety, the head movement, making Tyson miss and making him pay. Because even if Tyson's the bigger fighter, again, sometimes he relies on that height and that reach. So if you get inside it and he misses and those arms stay extended, there's real opportunities for Usyk to counter with big time power. And he did. Change the entire momentum of the fight. Fair play to Tyson Fury. He never actually touched the canvas and shook the cobwebs enough to remain in that fight and finish it out. But you saw in the first fight what the 2 keys are. Like, this is not some big secret that we have to go back in the lab and reanalyze. We know what Tyson Fury is. We know what Alexander Usyk is. So this second time around, it is clear to me what both guys need to do. For Alexander Usyk, it comes in the same form of what made them successful in the first fight. It's controlling the pace, controlling how the fight is fought. Both guys can do it. Alexander Usyk with his head movement, with his feet, and with his feints, which oddly enough is what Tyson Fury is usually known for, but he's coming up against a guy in Usyk who is just better in those categories. I don't care what you say. Like, Tyson Fury has great feet for his size, has great feints for a heavy, but Alexander Usyk has those things not just for a heavyweight, some of the greatest in the sport, and a gas tank and an insatiable pressure that you just don't see at that weight class really at all at heavyweight, to be that forward, to be that volume heavy, to be that combination minded, to have the head off center, to always be moving. Those things are going to be super crucial for Usyk, which is a tough way to fight. It really is. Like, it's a tough way to just be all over Tyson Fury for 12 rounds. Is not easy to do, but if someone's going to do it, Usyk already did. I don't think that Usyk has to stop him to beat him. I just think he has to control the pace of the fight. Easier said than done when you have a 6'7" to 9, depending on what story Tyson Fury wants to tell, 270 something pound man in front of you. You're going to feel that weight. It's just inevitable. You are going to feel the size of that guy when he punches you, when he clinches you. It's just going to happen. But Usyk won the first fight. He won it, and he did it with things I'm telling you he needs to do the second time around, just maybe a bit more of. And again, it's a fight, so if he gets caught with something, he gets caught with something. But allowing Tyson to dictate the pace will have this fight look like the middle part of fight number one. Having Tyson be able to walk forward and get comfortable in the middle of the ring and pop his jab and double hands to the body and just feel his space out there like he does with a lot of guys, feint, and then go in with his jab and clinch. That's not a fight that Alexander Usyk wants. He wants to be in Tyson's face, pushing him backward, head movement, sticking him to the body, getting him tired early, and then really working on him late, really turning that motor over as the fight goes into the later rounds, which he does to everybody. Key to that is controlling the pace of the fight, being the aggressor, not letting Tyson push him off, not letting Tyson turn the tide, not letting Tyson clinch him, right, shoving him off, because that's going to happen. Tyson will try to put that weight on Usyk, boom, to the
You need to move along. There's no handling out here. This is a public sidewalk. Doesn't matter. It's in the town limits. This is the town's property.
Listen to what I'm telling you first. Before you make a mistake and violate my civil rights. This is my civil right. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly on a traditional public forum. I'm not going anywhere.
No, sir. You're not going to dictate what goes on here.
No, the Constitution.
In the town limits. I'm telling you something. You can listen to.
Yes, the
You
Constitution.
are on town property.
Yes, I
in
am.
the town limits of Lake Placid.
Yes, sir.
There is no
Have you seen me
panhandling.
panhandle?
That's what you're doing.
Have you seen me panhandle, smart guy? I
No,
suggest
I haven't.
you gotta get back in your cruiser and leave me alone before you do something you're gonna regret.
Well, I suggest you stop telling me what to do. Because it's
telling you
not
what to
going to end very good.
Beat it. You're about to make a mistake that's gonna get your town sued.
Well, so are you.
And what's gonna happen if I don't make a mistake?
I'm just telling you right now. Do not try to push my buttons. That's exactly
Push,
what you're
push,
trying
push.
to do.
Take off. Get
No,
lost.
you do not tell me what to do.
You don't have any authority over me. I don't like your attitude. You came up, you didn't ask me what was going on. You just
I
made
don't have to
assumptions.
ask you what was going on. The businesses here are saying that you're
That's
out here
hearsay.
panhandling.
That's hearsay. Bye.
You need to move along. There's no handling out here.
This is a public sidewalk.
Doesn't matter. It's in the town limits. This is the town's property.
Listen to what I'm telling you first. Before you make a mistake and violate my civil rights. This is my civil right. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly on a traditional public forum. I'm not
Okay.
going anywhere.
No, sir. You're not going to dictate what goes on here.
No, the
You are
Constitution.
in the town limits. I'm telling you something. You can listen to me now.
This is the
You are
Constitution.
on town property.
Yes, I
within
am.
the town limits of Lake Placid.
Yes,
There
sir.
is no panhandling.
Have you seen me panhandle?
That's what you're doing.
Have you seen me panhandle, smart guy? I
No,
suggest
haven't,
you
but
gotta get back in your cruiser and leave me alone before you do something you're gonna regret.
Well, I suggest you stop telling me what to do. Because it's
telling you
not
what
going
to
to end very good.
Beat it. You're about to make a mistake that's gonna get your town sued.
Well, so are you.
And what's gonna happen if I don't?
I'm just telling you right now. Do not try to push my buttons. That's exactly
Push,
what you're
push,
trying
push.
to do.
Take off. Get
No,
lost.
you do not tell me what to do.
You don't have any authority over me. I don't like your attitude. You came up, you didn't ask me what was going on. You just
I
made
don't have to
assumptions.
ask you what was going on. The businesses here are saying that you're
That's
out here
hearsay.
panhandling.
That's hearsay. Bye.
You need to move along.
Fucking douchebag cops.
back up. Dude, move.
What am I doing wrong?
This
What am I
house,
doing
there's
wrong?
people inside. Just back up for me, bro.
You need to calm
Back
down.
up. If you're on the other side, that's fine. But
What's your name and address?
dude, get out of the street right now.
Don't
Go
bother
off
me
the
then.
sidewalk.
Don't give him an ID. You don't have to. None of you committed a crime. Detained for suspicion of what crime? That's a misdemeanor or a felony. What crime do you suspect him of?
you're interfering with the
That's not how interfering works. No, it's not. It's a physical thing, stupid.
Yeah,
What's your
no.
name and your badge
When
number?
you're talking to us,
Go get your supervisor.
No.
Shut up. Go off and go back to work, dude. This dumbass coming over here telling me I'm interfering. Shut your mouth, officer. Good boy. I'll give you a treat later. I have a donut when you're done. Disseminating information to the public is a policy violation on your ass, punk.
Back up. Dude,
Move. What am I doing?
You need to move along.
Fucking douchebags.
You only advocate for men because you want validation. I don't.
Oh shit. Content. You. What the fuck? You. Really? How the fuck is that not? Okay. guess I'm going to fucking go back home and be fucking bored because it's fucking cold as fuck out here.